I'm a guy who loves to play with toy trains. My job at TW Trainworks is to design layouts and product related to the toy train side of our business. TW Design was started by me in 1982, and originally we were producing sets for trade shows and theatrical events, ballets, operas, musicals, all over the country. And soon we had corporations coming to us, and in particular toy companies, that were asking us to design their showrooms in New York for the annual toy fair. And my first client was Kenner Toys, and that just skyrocketed into a lot of other toy companies that have been a lot of fun. My first Lionel train set was a Christmas gift, like so many of us, that I received from my father in 1958. It was a little fancy red stripe, a 250. It was a 5-car set, and it was the best gift I ever got. My dad really inspired me in terms of toy trains, and quite frankly, we lived in a lot of places that included a house in Cincinnati, Ohio, where I had a train, literally a train track in my backyard. That my mom says I used to run out the back door, and she was always afraid I was going to run out into the train tracks, but I would stand at the edge of the yard and be jumping up and down when the engineer came by. He'd blow that whistle, ring the bell, and I was hooked. That was it for the rest of my life. Well, Mom said I always had a creative gene. She wasn't exactly sure where I got it from, but it was the creative gene that inspired me to use construction paper and cardboard to make all kinds of stuff. We didn't have a lot of money when I was a kid, so that construction paper was my life. I used to play and draw and make things, objects, using Scotch tape and glue and construction paper and pencils and crayons, and I created little worlds for my train sets. And this started, Mom said, from the very first time I got a little wind-up train. And when I finally did get my train in 1958, I was still making cardboard tunnels, but that very special gift was something that really inspired me to take it to a whole nother level. Although my career path originally was theatrical set design, toy trains and collecting model trains was always a hobby. I also would build my own layouts in the back of the shop, and would spend time with my son that way. We'd have trains around the Christmas tree, just like any other family that loves toy trains. But I always had a spot for model trains in the shop where we were working. Eventually, clients would see these model trains and ask if I could do a layout for them. In 2001, I had the opportunity to design the trade show booth for Lionel for the American Toy Fair. And it was at that point when the opportunity to design layouts first came to TW Trainworks on a commercial level. Before that, I was just building layouts for friends or for my own enjoyment. Obviously, the opportunity to work with Lionel Trains was almost a childhood dream come true. My lifetime experience with toy trains obviously helped me with my opportunity with Lionel, and when other opportunities for larger layouts and commercial layouts and display layouts for Lionel came about, my past experience designing and building train layouts for other people and for myself naturally was applied to what we're doing with Lionel. So in 2008, we decided to create a division of TW Design called TW Trainworks, where we would focus on the entire idea of train furniture, train layouts, our bridge designs, our tunnels, our mountains, our stations, all the accessories that go with model trains that we weren't finding in the marketplace, or we felt we had more enhanced and better opportunities to deliver a quality product to model train enthusiasts. Well, that's a great question. For me, it was easy. When toy trains became an opportunity, I jumped at it. I love toy trains, I love model trains. So anybody who's even thinking about model trains, or Lionel trains in particular, I say go for it. There's so much you can learn from working with model trains, whether it be carpentry or mechanical, repair of the trains, electronics, wiring the track, wiring the accessories, sculpting mountains. There's a lifetime of happiness, truly, in playing with toy trains, and you have the opportunity to learn these great skills that you can apply in so many other areas of your life. Thanks, Lionel, for a lifetime of great memories.